BONK followed exactly what we have planned back in May 2025. We are now in July, August by the way, and this is just absolutely insane how everything followed perfectly. In the today's update, I'm simply going to explain what we can expect next on this asset with the next possible long trade we can get here. So back in May, this right here is what we have planned. We have planned this very nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, forming a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2, and next we can look for a nice increase in price. So basically, we look for a pullback to get a continuation here to the upside, either a pullback for a wave 2, either for a B wave, and then we look for a C wave or a wave 3 to the upside. With a lovely resistance, as you can see, just right at the weekly level up to the value high. This is exactly where we've got the rejection from, you can see. So that's pretty cool to see. We've got the pullback, you can see here with the 5 waves here, we've got the pullback for the wave 2 and the B wave, or the B wave, and the increase in price next for the C or for the wave 3. So now, what can we expect next after all these awesome predictions? By the way, if you enjoy these kind of predictions, they're absolutely free. You can smash the likes, subscribe to our channel, turn notifications, and the most important, write some comments down below. This helps a lot as always, so thank you so much if you take the time to do it. This is the way you can thank me for providing all these updates for absolutely free, and this is the way you can also support the work, so these updates keep dropping free like this. Anyways, so yeah, we've got here the 5 waves to the upside, a nice pullback. We've got the 5 waves to the upside here. By the way, fun, well, if you can say fun thing here, how could you find a wave 5 target? Well, first of all, by watching the last update, okay, basically because this is where rejected from this resistance here we have planned, but also by putting the wave 5 target. So you can take the extension tool, click first on the wave 1 root, then on the wave 1 top, and the third click is going for the wave 4 bottom. Here you can see, oops, that's not the right pull here. Wave 5 max target is a 2618. When you go past this, you simply have to activate the log scale. And surprise, surprise, where do we reject from? Absolutely perfectly the 2618 from the log scale. You can see this is absolutely crazy. When Elliott wave is used good, you can make some absolutely crazy good predictions. This is really nice. So now it brings us with 3 different configurations basically. Let me get rid of this wave because I have already planned everything in a folder. So you have 3 different configurations. One bearish configuration, depending on if we hold or not the support I'm going to show you. A bullish configuration that I'm going to take as main if we manage to hold the support I'm going to show you, and another wave count that is really extremely bullish. This one is going to pump massively, but again, I'm not going to take this as first. I want to see the big pump coming to really start to think about that one. I mean, to really start to take this one as my first configuration. I'm already thinking about that one because it's already possible on the chart, but again, it all depends if we manage to hold or not next the support I'm going to show you. So let's not wait anymore. I'm going to show you the support we can look for next, and based on if we hold or not this support, I'm going to show you the wave count we can take. Okay, so we've got, you can see the rejection from the target we was looking for. So this value high down to the weekly. I deleted and updated the chart, but basically you can see this was this value high weekly level. This was our zone of resistance. We went inside, tried to break above, flipped next into resistance. You can see here we dropped, flip into resistance, this zone, and then we come back down. So basically, you know, we have this zone of resistance. The weekly was down around there. Okay, you can see here we flip the value high into resistance. This is a value high here, the white level. We flip it into resistance and get the drop. Really well respected. So now that brings us, we can remove that. And by the way, I'm gonna do it like this so I can get back my fixed range. Perfect. So now that brings us with this massive support we are having just below us. Okay, if you pull the wall fixed range here, so to speak, this right here is a consolidation, right? We are staying in the same zone of price, so this can be viewed, you can view this as a range, right? So you can just simply pull this, the fixed range of this consolidation. We have a value high around the 0.028, and then we have the point of control that is sitting around 0.22. Okay, 0.022 basically. In confluence with this, if you pull the latest uptrend fixed range, you also have, by the way, it is a new low normally, yeah. You also have the value high and point of control of this latest uptrend sitting just right at the point of control of the wall range. In addition to this, if you pull the 618, it is 6% retracement, you have this very nice confluence into the point of control. 618, it is 6%, so just of the latest uptrend here. Then you have also an extension of 1618. That is a very nice and strong extension, so you can pull it from the top to the bottom here to the top. You can see we have the 1618 sitting down there. So we have a lot of confluence just right below us. Okay, so this is the next zone of price, basically, where I'm looking for a long trade. I'm going to set an alert just right there. When it rings, simply see what Bitcoin is doing. Okay, and when we go and hit a target, you simply have to see what Bitcoin is doing. The question is Bitcoin bullish? Yes, it's bullish, it's pushing up, we are in a strong uptrend, we are expecting high on Bitcoin, we're expecting a continuation, then this is a long trade to take on BONK. If Bitcoin, at the time on BONK, we hit this, when we hit this on BONK, if at the same time Bitcoin is extremely bearish, there is no way I'm going to take the long, and in that case, the next support is going to be simply down here. So we're going to see basically a massive crash, and so the most probable is to go with the bearish configuration I'm going to show you next. Okay, so this support just below us is very key on BONK. Very important support. So this is the next possible long trade. Simply when we hit this, wait for Bitcoin, see what Bitcoin is doing. Is Bitcoin bullish? Yes, then take the long or take the investment buy or whatever you want. Again, there are no any financial advice. And if Bitcoin is bearish, there is no way to long or to buy this. We're going to go and drop further. Again, be aware of that. We'll have a small bottom here to take, so we can, if you have to scare really a lot of people, you can go down here, swipe that low, make some people bearish, trap some shorts basically, and then manage to recover, flip into support, and then get the bigger bounce. Just basically grab some liquidity below, and then get the increase in price. Just something to be aware of. Okay, so yeah. Based off this support, if it holds or not. Okay, so if we are not holding, what's the higher time frame count here? The higher time frame count is basically, so we are in a wave 1, in a wave 2, and so next we should get an increase in price. Now we can still go take the lows, it's possible, because we have a double EXY. If we have to take the lows once more, what can that be? It can be simply a double EXY, X and Z. As simple as that. So in that case, we take this bearish configuration. We are going to do the longer wave 2. We are going to do a longer or a B wave, wave 2 or B wave. And so basically we'll do, instead of a double EXY, are going to do here a double EXY, X and Z, just 2 more wave. And again, please be aware of that. This can last for a little longer. Okay, we can do something a little bigger here. For example, go into the lower support here, get something not crazy, and then bounce again for the X wave. It's possible. Just be range bound, basically continue the range, and then finally go for the Z wave, and then finally put the wave 2, the B wave bottom, and then go finally. Okay, just something to be aware of. But yeah, this is the first configuration if the support I have planned just below us is not holding. This is what I'm taking if we do not hold the support just below us. Next configuration is the bullish one. By the way, I'm gonna can I control? Nah. Well, I'm gonna do it that way. Let's put it back here. In that case, this configuration is a bullish configuration where I'm going to look for higher prices next. If again, this one, it depends, and we'll take this one basically if we hold the support I have planned just below us. If we hold it, we can look next in that case for an increase in price for a leading wave 5. Leading or ending, okay, it depends how far it's going to go this wave 5. Normally this should be a leading because we have impulsive in each wave 1 and 3, so normally in the wave 5 we're going to get an impulsive. So base of the smaller wave, this is normally a leading. So normally after a leading you can look for a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2, sorry, next to wave 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is what you can look for basically if this leading wave 5 is not going for a new all-time high directly. If we start before, this is what I'm going to take as first and as main configuration, basically. So next we can look for the C wave and the wave 3. Now, if this wave 5 is going directly for a new all-time high, then this can complete a C wave, and there will be an ending with a smaller wave of a leading. So pretty rare, but not impossible. But in any case, the most important thing is if we hold the support next, we can look for a wave 5. Now, who cares if we're going to go for a new all-time high or if we're just going to make a new high locally? In any case, we're going to look for a bounce for the wave 5. Okay, of course, if you take the long, I will not wait for the high to take profit. I would plan some resistance here and see what's going on based on Bitcoin. Also, if Bitcoin is still strong, are we expecting still high on Bitcoin, or are we expecting lower on Bitcoin next? So it's better to take profit in the early take profit zone, basically. But for this, we need all the downtrend data that we don't have yet, so we cannot really plan this yet. Okay, but basically, if we bounce from the support, it's not because we bounced that we're going to go for the wave 5. We have some resistance plan. We have to break this resistance, see what Bitcoin is doing at the same time. We have to get all this data to make the decision, basically, to determine if we have or not to take profit in the wave 5. If we manage to break these, the resistance we're going to plan later, then we can go for the wave 5. Wave 5, if we go for a new all-time high, this can end up the C wave already. If we stop before, we can look for a bigger wave 5, 5 waves, so bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. Okay, hope that makes sense. And if we get a wave 5 that is just pumping, and again, and again, and again, if we start to do this, it's possible that we are seeing an ending. Okay, we're leading, by the way. But honestly, at that point, if we start to get such massive increase in price, the next massive bullish configuration is this one. So in that case, that will be a wave 1, 2, another wave 1, 2, and then we look for a 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, and then this is going to complete the 3, then we'll have another 4, and then we'll have another 5, completing a C wave or the wave 3, the bigger wave 3 higher time frame. Okay, so in that case, that will bring us with next the bigger wave 3 completed, the bigger wave 4, and then the bigger wave 5. Okay, but this is the configuration to take if we really get the massive increase in price. In any case, if we hit a support, Bitcoin is still good for higher. That's a long, that's a buy, so you ride a move to the upside. We see limited time depending on Bitcoin, the BTC pair, if there is anything bearish, if we have to take profit early. If everything is still good, we look for higher prices next. And next, who cares if we just get the massive pump to the upside or get the retracement, we will get a leading. So overall, this will still be good and healthy for higher. We are going to get a pullback. Overall, it will still be good for higher prices. So yeah, these are the 3 configurations, basically bearish, bullish, and mega bullish. Okay, depending on if we hold or not next support. It's maybe a little bit complex. If you struggle to understand, you can simply go and check out the mooncharts.fr website. You have some nice alert wave lessons there and course waiting for you for absolutely free. So go and check out if they're waiting for you. This will maybe help you to understand a little bit more this technical analysis. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed. Wishing you all a brilliant day ahead. Take care, and as always, if you enjoy, you can smash the likes, write some comments down below, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications, and join the Discord server. Everything is free. So have a brilliant day ahead, take care, and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.